So you're planning your very first trip to Niagara Falls? Oh, you are in for an absolute treat. It is one of those places that is just wow. And I'm here to give you the ultimate guide, the essential checklist, so you don't miss a single thing on that first visit.
Welcome to Planet in Your Pods, where we help you get the most out of your travels. In this explainer, we're giving you the ultimate first-timers checklist for Niagara Falls.
We have boiled it all down to the 5 absolute must-do experiences for any first-timer. Let's dive right in.
And that brings us to the number one thing to do. You have got to get on the water. Look, if you only do one thing from this entire list, make it this. There is absolutely no better way to feel the raw, immense power of the falls than sailing right into the heart of all that mist. Now, you've got two main options here, and here's a fun little tip. You can tell which country someone started from just by the color of their poncho. Kinda cool, right? On the American side, you'll board the legendary Maid of the Mist and rock a classic blue one. If you're starting from Canada, it's a Hornblower cruise, and you'll be sporting a vibrant red poncho. But either way, don't worry, you're heading for the same incredible route, right into the basin of the falls. And oh yeah, you are absolutely gonna get soaked. The ponchos definitely help, but just prepare for it. The spray, the thunderous roar, it's just you getting unbelievably close to the mighty Horseshoe Falls. Think of it less like a simple boat ride and more like a full sensory immersion. It's something you'll never forget. Okay, that brings us to the number 2 thing to do. This experience takes you from being in front of that wall of water to standing directly behind it.
Yeah, you heard me right.
So, this attraction is called Journey Behind the Falls. And it's on the Canadian side, right at Horseshoe Falls. And just to give you some perspective on what we're dealing with here, this one single waterfall carries a mind-boggling 90% of the entire Niagara River's flow. We're talking almost 3,000 cubic meters of water crashing down every single second. It's just insane. So here's how it all goes down. First, you get in an elevator and you descend 150 feet, deep into the bedrock. Then you're walking through these incredible 130-year-old tunnels until you get to these portals that literally open up behind that massive sheet of water. The sound is absolutely deafening. And then, to top it all off, you can step out onto an observation deck near the base of the falls for a totally different but just as powerful view. That brings us to the number 3 thing to do. All right, we're changing our perspective completely now. We've been on the water, we've been behind it, so now it's time to see it all from high above the gorge. You've got a few fantastic options. On the Canadian side, the Skylon Tower is probably the most famous. It takes you over 230 meters up and even has a cool rotating restaurant. Over on the US side, you've got the Observation Tower. And get this, it's the only place where you can get a single, panoramic view of all 3 falls at once, the American, Bridal Veil, and Horseshoe. And if you want something a little more fun, there's the Niagara Skywheel on Clifton Hill in Canada. It's a huge, 175-foot-tall Ferris wheel with some seriously amazing views. That brings us to the number 4 thing to do. And this one is an absolute must, but it does require a little patience. You need to stick around after the sun goes down. And trust me on this, the whole place completely transforms at night. Seriously, Niagara Falls puts on a real show after dark. First, you've got the nightly illumination, which just bathes the thundering water in this incredible, vibrant rainbow of colors. And on top of that, on many nights, especially in the warmer months, they have a spectacular fireworks display right over the falls. And you know the best part about the light show? It happens every single night of the year, no exceptions. Just be aware that the start time changes with the seasons. In the summer, you're looking at around 8:30 p.m., but in the dead of winter, the show can start as early as 4:30. It is a truly magical sight to see. And that brings us to the number 5 thing to do. For this last one, you really need to explore both sides of the border if you can, because the American and Canadian sides offer 2 fundamentally different ways to experience this natural wonder. It really just comes down to the vibe you're looking for. The U.S. side feels much more like a preserved natural wonderland. I mean, it's America's oldest state park, so it's all about the hiking trails and getting up close with nature. The Canadian side, on the other hand, well, that's where you get those iconic postcard-perfect views. It's also home to the famous Street of Fun, Clifton Hill, which is packed with attractions, restaurants. It's just a much more bustling, touristy energy. So you've got to ask yourself, What sounds more like your travel style? The serene, natural wonderland or the buzzing street of fun? You know, the great thing is, if you have the right travel documents, you can literally just walk across the Rainbow Bridge and experience both in one day.
So there you have it. Let's do a quick fire recap of your first-timers checklist. Number 1, get on the water with a boat tour. Number 2, go behind the falls for that truly unique perspective. Number 3, see it all from above from a tower or the skywheel. Number 4, experience the magic of the falls at night. And number 5, explore the different vibes of both the US and the Canadian sides. Do all that, and you've had the perfect first visit.
That's all for now, folks. Please like, share, and subscribe for more like this.